G'day, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Two Mates podcast.
Whoa!
Yo! Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. Mate, how you going?
I'm good, bro. We're halfway to a decade, man.
That's not how it... No.
Silly bugger,
We're halfway
aren't
to 10.
I? Halfway to 10.
What are we going to do for episode 10?
We got to do something cool.
We've got a
Not
few
anything
ideas.
not anything too like dramatic, but
I've got a good idea.
yeah.
Episode 10 is in 5 weeks. We're
Yeah.
the 1st of November today.
Yeah.
That's around...
December 15, 17-ish.
We could do a car cast
Oi.
where we just go on a trip somewhere.
I like that.
We just record it in the car.
I like that.
Yeah.
I dig that shit.
All right.
I bet.
Well, we'll work that out
We'll work
behind the
that out.
scenes. How's your week been, mate? Well,
Good, man.
how has today been for you, Jordan?
It's been absolutely freaking tragic, man.
Reckon.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. It was fine
Yeah.
until a certain point.
Okay.
I woke up at maybe 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Oh, that's
Had
pretty
a
good.
good sleep in. I went to
Yeah.
bed at like 3 a.m., so I was tired as shit.
Okay.
I woke up at 11:30, went into university, got there on time. I was all good. Parked my car, got in, all good. The shit day started when I got back to my car because it didn't turn on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mate, this car fucking hates you, bro.
Yeah, y'all heard it last episode, man. I swear to shit. This car.
It's like every episode, something different, like a different bad things happen to your car.
Yeah, literally.
It's been like 3 episodes in a row.
It's true, actually. It's true.
Ridiculous, bro.
Well, third episode, I got the car. Fourth episode, I told you about all of that shit that happened to my car.
That was a good, like,
And that was a good
10 minutes. Yeah.
2 months worth of shit that happened to my car.
Yeah.
And now this shit's happened as well.
Yeah.
Dude. So it wasn't starting.
It's
and
a curse, bro.
it's been happening every now and then. Like it doesn't start. And I just leave it for a bit.
yeah.
And then it starts again. So it's fine. So I tried to start it today and it didn't start. I'm like, God damn it, I just want to get home. I had to pick Riley up from the train station. So I was like, I just want to get home, bro.
No, that's not what happened. So,
Hold on. This is on my end.
okay. Yeah, I'll let you go. Sorry.
But it's so good. So I tried starting it. It didn't start. I'm like, God damn it. I had to pick Riley up from the station. I'm like, I just want my car to start, bro. I don't want this to be happening right now. So I just left it for a sec. Then I tried it again. It still didn't start. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Usually when that happens, if I put like a bit of oil in it, it like starts again. I don't know why. It shouldn't be doing that, but it does. So I tried that. I put more oil in it. Still didn't start. So I'm like, okay. At this point, I text Riley. I'm like, the car's not freaking starting. Anyway, long story short, Riley ended up coming to the train station that I was close to, which is like an extra, half an hour on the train for you?
More like 40 minutes.
Yeah. So an
Yeah.
extra 40 minutes on the train for him. And he's already been on there for 40 minutes,
Pretty much, yeah.
pretty much. So I feel bad. I'm sorry for
Oh,
that. Man.
it was comfy. I was just sitting there.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. And then by the time he got there, another 40 minutes later, car still wasn't starting. So we tried asking some people for jumper leads, ended up getting jumper leads.
I just thought, like, obviously, it sucked that your car broke down. Well, it just wouldn't start. It didn't break down, but it just wouldn't start.
Yeah.
I just think the stuff that we went through to get it starting, it
Yeah.
didn't start, by the way. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Didn't start. The stuff we went through was just jokes.
Yeah. It was just
Jokes.
jokes, bro. Yeah. So
It's almost like an in-betweeners episode. Like,
it's true.
it was just so
actually.
stupid.
It's so true.
It was just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, everything was dumb.
It's so stupid. So should we tell him about that dude?
What? There was like 3 dudes.
Yeah. No, the main dude, the dickhead.
Well, we'll start from the beginning. We'll go from
Okay.
when I got there,
Okay.
what our events that we
Okay.
did.
I think I've talked enough. So you go.
All right. I'll go.
I forgot about the dude in the shed.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about him.
So I meet Jordan at his car. You know, we're having a look at it. We've kind of both decided, all right, it might be the battery. So we're going, okay. So what we need is jumper cables.
Zap my
And
ear
someone
this
else.
time, bro.
How? How do you
Like,
zap your ear
I,
on a
like, went to
microphone?
put my thing back in my ear.
Oh, okay. But so we need jumper cables. We need someone else's car. Not that hard. We go into where you've parked is right next to an autism learning center. So we're like, okay, cool. We'll just go in there. We'll ask a receptionist if they've got jumper leads. Cool. Go in there. And there's this guy doing maintenance on like TV screen that's there. We ask him. I don't think English was his first language.
Nah.
He said no, he doesn't have any. He was a bit sexist, wasn't he? He just said,
Yeah, the way he put it, he was like, no, I don't, sorry. And I was like, oh, is there anyone else in the building? Because he was the receptionist. Obviously, the office is behind the thing. I was like, is there anyone else in the building that has jumper cables? And then he looks at us, and in dead seriousness, he looks at us and goes, no, they're all women. They wouldn't know what to do.
yeah, it's just.
And Riley and I just went, all good,
okay,
and just left. We were
yeah.
like, what? And we
So
walked
that-
out. We walked out. And we
yeah.
were dead silent. I just went, Riley, you heard that, right? You were like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
So that was
It's so funny.
cool.
Oh, man.
And then we went just around the corner, like it wasn't very far at all,
Mm.
to another place. We went, asked the receptionist. No luck again.
She was cool, though.
They were all really nice
Yeah.
there.
She actually went to an effort to ask everyone in the office
Yeah.
if they had jumper leads,
Yeah.
rather than assuming they don't because they're women.
So then we go to by the way, we're in a little like gated area.
Complex, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 3 different things to do with like learning
Yeah.
development in the one thing.
Yeah. And so we've gone to this autism place, we've gone to this other place. Now there's a shed. It's called the Man Shed. I don't know.
It's I've read the side of the thing. It's for supporting dads with kids that have autism.
Okay.
So it's
A
like
great cause.
yeah, so like dads come in and they like it's to mingle pretty much.
Awesome. We walk in there. We're like, hello, is anyone here?
No
and
one's there. There's
and
one
so-
dude.
And there's one guy. And when I say he looked almost exactly like Danny DeVito, I'm not joking. He was almost the exact same.
He
And he
looked-
had
yeah.
a similar kind of voice too, didn't he? Like,
Kinda, yeah, a little bit. I didn't pick up on it then, but thinking back,
Yeah.
yeah, no, he did.
and just
Ow.
before we could even get a word out, he just said, "All right, you got to sign in, sign the sheet, sign
Yeah.
the sheet."
He was
just
on the
kept-
phone. He was on the phone when I walked into the office.
Yeah.
I don't think you came that far. I came in and I like knocked on the door, like so I could see he was on the phone. So I just like put my hand up and I like did a thumbs up thing. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
He was like doing like hand gestures back to me, and then he like covered the phone and went, "Just sign the book, mate. Yeah, just the book around the visitors book around the corner." And we were like, "Yeah, sure."
And so
all we were doing was asking him if he had jumper leads. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I start signing in, right? And there's a little like a little box where it says reason I'm there. So I'm like, okay, I'll just write inquiry because I've got an inquiry for him, right? That's what the word inquiry means, asking a question.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. It's important. And then so we finally get to this guy. He goes, "Oh, what's up? You got to sign in next time." And I went, "Yeah. We're not here for anything. We just need jumper leads. Do you have any jumper leads?" And he said, "Oh, no, I don't have any jumper leads. No, sorry, I don't have any jumper leads."
He was
I
saying
thought-
something.
thought-
Yeah, he was saying he thought we needed the toilet or something.
Yeah, which is
Weird.
just weird. And then we were okay, whatever. I'm sick of this. So we started leaving, and as we were out the door, he runs to like the little doorway, and he goes, "Oh, so which one of you signed in?" I was like, "Oh, I signed in." And he says, "For the reason you put inquiry, you weren't here for an inquiry. You were here for jumper leads." And I just looked at him and I said, "An inquiry about jumper leads," and he's like, "Oh." Yeah, and he just waddles back in. So that was fun.
That was so weird. It was just such a weird interaction, bro.
It's just,
it's like a quick second of a fever dream. It was just so weird.
it's like scripted almost. It was just weird.
Yeah,
like,
it was so whacked
yeah,
out.
and then so we like, okay, whatever. We find some other guy. Oh no, we go to this house across the street. We asked this really nice lady. She gets some for us. That was awesome.
Yeah, she got some jumper leads. She had some.
Yeah.
That was cool. They were
They
very old, very dusty, but that was cool.
Oh,
They
they
were jumper
worked?
leads,
worked. Well, they didn't.
I think.
I think they work. Yeah, you know. But then now we need to find a car, right, or someone who is willing to help us.
Yeah.
So we go back into the very first place we went to, the autism learning
This-
place, I believe.
Sexist autism man.
Yes, him. We asked him, and he said, "Yeah, sure, I'll come out, but I'm working, so I'll be out in a bit." And we went, whatever. And so we left again.
He was just being a bit of a dick about
He-
the whole thing.
oh, he
to be
was
honest.
he was just a bit of a dick. Like
Yeah.
he was a dick. But then we found someone else. He was across the street. He was a really nice bloke. He drove around. We gave it a go. Turns out it wasn't the battery. The battery wasn't dead.
Yeah.
It was just we thought it was.
That dude was really cool. He had a
He
cool
was
car
awesome.
as well. It reminded me of Jurassic Park. I told Riley that.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was cool.
I think you should tell the next part because like I don't know, like I actually kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
I was just standing there
Nah,
looking
fair
at
enough.
trees.
So sexist autism man comes out after we've tried to jumpstart the car, and I tried to catch him in his car. I'm like, oh, no, like yell after him, oh mate, and he looked at me and I was like, we tried the car, it's fine, it's not the battery, and he just looks at me and looks away and starts driving around to us, and I'm like, bro. At this point, he's already been a dick to us twice, 3 times now. 3 times he was being a dick, and I just went, what, this man? And he came around, and then he pulled up and wound his window down, and Riley explained to him we tried jump starting it and it's not the battery. So he just started driving forwards, didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Looked away, started driving forwards, pulled up, got out of his car, stormed over to us. Like, he didn't walk slowly, he was like speed walking over to us. Just started looking at the engine, like pulled the oil stick out, and he was like looking at it, and he was like looking at the battery and shit. So he tried jump starting it, and I'm like, yeah, no, I tried jump starting it. I tried putting oil in it because usually that works. And he just looks at me, and he was like, why'd you put oil in it? I'm like, I thought that might have been a thing that like it was low on oil because the oil light was on. And he was like, but why'd you put oil in it? I'm like, because I thought it was a thing. And I was giving him attitude back at this point. I was like, because I thought it was a thing, mate. And he was like, no, you don't put oil in it. That's not going to start it. And he pulled out the oil stick, the dipstick. He pulls it out and he looks at it and he goes, no, you freaking overfilled it, mate. He said the F word. And he was like, no, you freaking overfilled it, mate. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know how much to fill it up, bro. I couldn't start.
And he didn't even wipe it either.
Yeah, he didn't wipe it.
You're supposed to put it in, take it out, wipe it, put it back in, take it out, wipe it, put it back in. And then I assume now take it out and it should be okay because it's all the remnants of the stuff that comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
he's not even getting an accurate reading.
Yeah, he just looked at it and just went, no, you've overfilled it, mate. And I'm like, well, I don't know anything about cars. And he started going on about the freaking transmission and the spark plugs and the thing behind I'm like,
He starts reprimanding you.
Yeah.
You've never met this man. He just starts like, it reminded me of like a teacher back at school.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He like just started like getting angry at you.
Yeah. He just started getting mad. He was like, uh-oh. He just started like getting mad at me. Did that break?
All good.
He started getting like mad, and then he looks at me and goes, I'm not getting up you. And I'm like, you totally are, bro. Like in my head, I was like, you absolutely are. Don't try and jump back now. I'm like, you getting up me, bro. And because his attitude was just, bro, I can't even. And then, yeah, he looks at me and he's like, I've got a son your age. You remind me of my son. You're like my son. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking not, bro. No, I'm not.
I don't think so, buddy.
I was like, no, man, I'm not. But, oh, dude, it was just nuts. It was like the whole afternoon, like Riley said, it was just scripted, bro. It was just so like weird.
We were in a TV show just for a few hours.
Was so freaking weird, bro. What ended up happening, the dude left after getting up us and like me getting up him. He left, went home. I can't even remember how that interaction ended. He just kind of left. And then Riley and I were like, okay, cool. So I called my dad. Riley took the jumper leads back. Dad and I are going to sort it out tomorrow. The car is still at the spot that I parked it, which is in the city. We are half an hour away from the city.
Probably a little bit more, to be
Probably
honest.
a bit more, yeah. It's like 40 minutes away. So my car's currently sitting 40 minutes away around the city area.
Just in some street.
Just in some street. Just chilling. And I'm going to go there tomorrow morning and hopefully sort it out. Crossing fingers. But yeah, so Riley and I caught a train home. And my mum picked us up, and now we're back here recording a podcast.
There's this one thing I should mention. When I dropped those jumper leads back, I walked. This was weird too. I walked up the stairs because she had stairs. It was a Queenslander house. Walked up the stairs, and through the fly screen because she said when I got them, she said, "Oh, when you return them, just drop them at the veranda because someone's coming over." I thought she was having a meeting,
she's like, I'm expecting someone,
or a family member.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go up the steps. I look through the fly screen. She's on her stomach getting a massage.
Which, did she have clothes on?
I didn't look. I wasn't not trying to look at it. But I was like, oh, okay. So I just kind of dropped him on the chair and I just walked down. But that was really weird.
That's so
that made me feel uncomfortable a little bit.
Fair enough, bro.
But it wasn't her fault. I don't know why they did it at the door, but anyway.
At the door of all places, really.
Yeah, a bit weird.
And especially knowing that we were going to come back and drop them as well. So yeah, I wouldn't reflecting on it. I wouldn't say it was shit. I would just say it was just weird. It was very the best way to describe it is we were in a TV show for 3 hours.
Yeah,
it's so weird. So Riley,
Yes.
how have you been, man? What have you been up to?
Oh, good mate. Wow, great segue. Not heaps, bro. I did go to a gig the other day though.
Hey,
That was fun.
tell me about it.
It's
Tell
really
me about
fun. Well, sure, I'll tell you about the whole night, I guess.
yeah, go for it.
So I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on the podcast before, but I've got a cousin who's in a band, like a pretty big band in Australia right now. They're called Betty Rays. I personally am a big fan. The kind of genre of music I want to get into, so it's pretty cool. And we went and saw them the other day. I think this is my second time seeing them, and they were great. Like I was pretty drunk for them, but because we kind of did pre's, so we went to someone else's, a family friend's house beforehand, and
Yeah.
I was drinking a lot. I was having like, I think double black, like bourbon and cokes.
Oh, jeez,
So there were
bro.
1.8 standards in a can, and then I had
Oh my
like
God.
2 cocktails and then like 2 shots. So
You were buzzing.
I was buzzing, yeah. But I got there and I was, oh, this is actually sweet. I glad I haven't told you this yet, but
Yeah.
I was in the mosh because it was like one of those mosh kind of gigs. Great mosh. Everyone was really nice. And the lead singer, he played like a sad song. I won't say why. It's not my place to say, but he played a sad song, and it made me think of you for some reason. It wasn't like a breakup song. It was like
Just sad.
a sad like, yeah,
Aw.
a sad song, and I was like, oh shit, like I should call Jordan. I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I didn't call Jordan. I forgot.
Aw.
But I've seen you now, so
Aw,
I hope you're
sweet.
good, brother.
I'm all good, bro.
But
Aw.
but yeah, like I and then I went backstage after, and I saw a few of the guys, and I, you know, congratulated them on a great set. But I had a really good chat. So it was me, my dad, and my cousin,
Mhm.
and
Was your dad at the gig?
he was at the gig.
Nice.
He was not in the mosh,
I don't not.
but
40-year-old Adam just bouncing in the mosh.
his knees would probably buckle. And it's nice that you said he's 40. He's like 52, I think.
Really?
51 maybe.
No way.
Anyway, I had a really good chat with him, and because this is technically a music podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
We were talking about a lot of like the kind of music stuff, because I've recently recorded a song. Hopefully every single person listening to this is going to listen to it when it comes out. You better.
You better.
You better.
If you don't, I'm going to come to your house in the middle of the night and stand over your bed and play it on full blast.
I won't do that, but listen to it. But that set me and the other guys in my band back like $550.
Oh yeah.
A hefty amount of money, but not loads. But I was talking to my cousin, and he said for 2 songs with the guy that they do their mixing and
the
recording
recording,
with. Guess, actually, I want you to guess how much it is.
$250.
You mean $250?
Yeah.
$3,000.
Oh,
$3,000.
I thought it was like a good thing. Like,
No,
oh,
no.
If you do it through our guy, it's going to be hella cheap.
No, he
$3,000.
$3,000 for 2 songs. And those two,
Did you see that?
Jordan's just need the microphone into his own mouth.
Ow. I think I'm bleeding,
Are
bro.
you
I taste
actually
blood.
bleeding?
I taste blood.
Just
Ow.
Soldier on.
Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna monologue. All right, cool. Well, $3,000, and these songs are like 2 minutes. 3 minutes, 3 minutes per song. So that's what, if I'm really bad at maths, but like that's $1,000 to $1,500 each. That's ridiculous. So I don't know. I guess like that kind of side of the music industry doesn't get talked about as much, because you have got a lot of people like Billie Eilish and, you know, a lot of, I wouldn't say indie artists, but artists who started off by themselves and just got really big. But like with some other bands, they've got to, fork out loads and loads of money, because these guys still aren't massive. They're pretty big, and a lot of people know them, but they're not crazy big. Where is Jordan? Okay, he's coming back. Did you actually start bleeding? Yeah. Really? Fucking hell. Fuck. Jesus, bro. Sorry, brother. But yeah, I mean, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but
Good. I'll hear it when I edit.
yeah, and I'm not saying it again. So in conclusion, I went to a gig and I had a great time cue the segue music now.
So when you were at the gig, Riley, you were drinking a lot, right?
I was drinking a lot. Yeah.
Right. So that brings us back to
The next
something we haven't
the next segment of our podcast.
something we haven't talked about for a little quick sec.
Do you want to announce it or should I?
I'll segue into it.
Okay.
What are we drinking today, Riley?
Water.
And why are we drinking that today, Riley? We said in episode 1 that in episode 5 we would be drinking red wine. So why are we not drinking red wine today, Riley?
Because Muslim people actually aren't allowed to drink red wine.
That's
weird.
That's kind of
That's
funny
weird
that you
because
bring that up.
Wait, since when have we had a Muslim person on the podcast?
That's
Jordan, since when have you been a Muslim?
when have you been
A Muslim?
Jordan's
Muslim.
I'm Muslim. I've been Muslim for about like 6 weeks now.
That's pretty
like
cool.
A month and a half. Obviously no drinking, so I can't do the drinking bit on the podcast. I mean, Riley can.
I choose not to now though.
That's fine. I
Why would I?
That.
Like it'd just be weird if I just drunk by myself.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So Riley, you've prepared a few questions for me.
I've prepared a few questions,
Right.
maybe questions
me,
that you at home have been thinking of, and
Yeah.
a few that I've been thinking of,
Let me just
and one that isn't mine. It's Jordan's little brother's, and it's not mine.
Let me get the taste of blood out of my mouth.
Okay, cool. Question 1: why all of a sudden? Like when you told me, I thought it was a prank. Not trying to be rude, but I couldn't believe it because it never occurred before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure for everyone else, I can see how it would be a very sudden thing. Like my family, it was sudden. For you, it was sudden. For friends, it was sudden. For everyone other than me, it was sudden.
Yeah,
because I kind of went on this little journey of self-discovery or spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all internal. I didn't talk to anyone about that. I just did it myself.
That's cool.
So I just kind of went on this little like learning thing, and I kind of was learning about it, and I was thinking about doing it, and then I kind of just went for it and reverted. And now I'm a Muslim.
Were there any are there any rules, like special rules that you've got to go by? I was trying to think of a word I couldn't.
Fair enough. The best way I like to put it is it's very similar to Christianity or just religion in general.
Okay.
When it comes to like rules or like regulations and shit, there's obviously I was about to say you can't drink water, you can't drink alcohol. Obviously, you can't smoke, you can't gamble. Just your normal like regular rules of religion.
So it's basically just being a good person.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very sober,
Uh-huh.
as you can imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, like I said, the basis of the rules is very similar to Christianity and like Judaism and all of that. Just the reasoning behind it's different, and that's that two of the main fundamentals in Islam is that you don't do anything that causes harm to others, and you don't do anything that causes harm to yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously, drinking puts you in a mindset. You can cause harm to yourself. You can cause harm to others. There's
Okay.
that risk, so you don't drink. Smoking directly causes harm to you. It's just giving yourself cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Gambling can cause financial issues, which is another big thing in Islam.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just those basic things. Obviously, there's the 5 prayers of the day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's, let me try and name them off the top of my head.
Oh, no pressure. No pressure.
There's Fajr, Tura, Maghrib. No, Fajr, Tura, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha.
Awesome.
Nailed it. What's good?
Jordan totally wasn't just looking off his phone.
I
there.
was. Don't dog me like that, bro.
He wasn't. He
Don't
wasn't.
talk
He
to me
wasn't.
like
He wasn't.
that.
I promise.
So yeah, so there's those ones. Yeah, and there's obviously others. I can go for hours talking about it, but
Well, is it the world's oldest religion?
no, it's not the oldest because it's only 1400 years.
I thought it was the oldest.
It's not the oldest, but it's the most unchanged.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. I went to the mosque yesterday. Obviously the Bible's been adapted and changed and added to and taken away from and added to over the centuries and centuries, millennia that it's been around, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Quran has not been changed at all. English translation has. English translation always will. But the Arabic that it's written in originally,
yeah,
will never be changed because Quran gave us the Arabic language. Without the Quran, Arabic wouldn't be a language today.
Yeah.
And without Arabic, the Quran wouldn't be a thing. So it's hand in hand.
Okay, cool.
I learned that last night. Fun fact. So yeah.
Nice.
It's really cool. It's very cool. And interesting that the Quran has never been altered once.
Yeah.
The only reason it's been altered is because English develops as a language.
Yeah.
So as English develops and translations develop, it changes. But the actual Arabic Quran, the original Quran, has never changed.
Nice. My next question for you, my brother,
My brother.
is how is it affecting you? Right? Like, so you said you've been doing this for about 6 weeks. How in that time, like, what is like a big change that you've kind of been through? Or
I think about this quite often. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna kind of not a big change you've been through, but a big change just in general,
Yeah.
right? Like, what's kind of a different day to day kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the prayers
Yes.
is a thing.
Yeah.
In terms of everything that I've had to like stop, like drinking, smoking, all of that. In terms of everything I've had to stop, swearing is the hardest.
I could
Because it's
I could tell you were actually trying to stop it in this episode.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a few.
Particularly.
Yeah.
Um,
I will try and stop swearing on like
You can
full,
you can do whatever you want. I don't care. It's
you don't okay.
I'm the one following the religion. You don't need to also
No, it's just that like
change how you
if
act.
I'm doing it more, it's gonna like put you back into that habit of like you just hearing it and then saying it.
Yeah.
That's like when I was at work and I was
Yeah.
completely different thing. When I was at work, I'd hear it more, like
Yeah.
because the guys I worked with they'd swear more,
Yeah.
and then they'd make me swear more at home. So it's just like a
Mm.
habit and like hearing kind of thing.
Yeah. I appreciate that. You don't have to, but I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the question, the prayers, swearing. One of the main things is like since I've become Muslim, there's been like personal things that I've been through that we won't talk about today. Maybe ever. We'll see. Who knows? But there's been very, very personal difficulties that I've been through that I feel like if I wasn't religious now, I would be in the freaking bin, bro. Like I would be on the floor.
Okay.
Like last year, mentally was the worst year of my life. Like I was at the bottom of the barrel.
I believe for a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, for a lot of people. But yeah, it was like rock bottom, I would say, as far as I've been. But I feel like if I wasn't religious now, what I'm going through would just put me even worse than that. Like I would be absolutely destroyed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it's really good that that's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like helped you.
Yeah, kind of magic. It's kind of faith helps you believe in something more, I suppose, and gives you a bit more of an understanding as to the reasoning behind things happening.
Yeah.
Like when bad things like this happen, you can kind of know why it's happening, or know that there's something so there's something there to believe in, I suppose is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We've got one last question, and this is from your little brother.
it's from my little 15-year-old brother. Dreamscape PS. Go subscribe to him on
Go
YouTube.
subscribe. He's got like 10K now. It's actually pretty cool.
It's actually nice. Might be
Um,
almost 11 actually.
Really?
I don't know. I haven't checked, but
Yeah, man.
surely.
Why do you have to pray? Is it so? He said when, but I don't know if it's.
Yeah,
Why do you have to pray when taking a shit? Like,
See, Riley came back into the room after asking him that. He told me the question, and I was like, "Ask it, because it's a good question,
okay.
because it is, and you'll see. You're about to see why." So there's a thing in Islam called dua, right?
Mhm.
Which isn't a prayer. It's the best way to describe it's like a mini prayer, I would say. You say it with there's a dua. Duas for different things. Duas for driving, for travel, for showering, for ablution. There's dua for everything. There's dua for entering a toilet. So it's
Yep.
not actually the process of taking a poo or a wee. It's the entering a toilet.
Mm.
No, you enter with the left and you leave with the right, and you say the dua, and then when you leave you say gufranak, which is like Lord forgive me,
Why is it forgive?
because you're pooping. It's like dirty.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's a bit weird, but that's
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just
I
kind of
don't-
natural to me. But
Yeah, duas aren't compulsory. Like you don't have to.
Yep.
You do have to enter with the left foot and leave with the right, but I don't think you have to make the dua. Like you
Right.
don't have to. The 5 salah, the 5 prayers of the day, those are absolutely compulsory.
Yep.
You don't have to make dua. Dua is a choice.
okay. Do you do it?
Sometimes I say gufranak. I say gufranak when I leave,
Mm.
and I enter with the left and leave with the right.
Gotcha.
But I
Okay.
don't. The entering is like a whole thing. So sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. But I usually have to pull out my phone and get it up to be able to read it properly.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it starts with Allahumma inni, I think.
Yeah.
It's off the top of my head. I don't know. Allahumma is how it starts.
My last question that I've actually just thought of.
Yeah.
It's a quick one. What's your favorite word? Because you in this little segment, you've had a lot of like words that just are like general things for different things. Do you have a favorite word that you like, or a phrase, a word or a phrase that you like?
I like
to
all.
say?
I like all of them, just because they're like fun to say. It's fun to be able to say things in a different language, just in
Yeah.
any language.
Because the other day you told me there was one that you really liked, but I can't remember it because it was kind of long.
Yeah,
But
it might be the same one. I like subhanallah.
I don't think that was it.
No,
No, what does that mean?
subhanallah is like a way of praising God for oh, it's like showing gratitude for something, whether it be good or bad.
Was that not? What about inshallah? I thought that was inshallah.
No, inshallah is like you hope for something. So like
Oh yeah, right.
like,
so
oh yeah, I'll see you on, like, if you're
it's
farewelling
it's
someone.
like I remember now. It's like saying if Allah permits.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like if you leave tomorrow and we're planning to see each other. What day is it today? Monday.
Monday.
We're planning to see each other Friday, for example. And when you leave, I'll say, oh yeah, I'll see you Friday, inshallah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
I will see you on Friday if God permits, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my favorite is subhanallah, which means there's no direct translation for these words, but it's like pretty much saying like gratitude for something, either good or it could be good or bad. But yeah, so like if you're talking about like Palestine and all of that stuff over there,
Yep.
subhanallah. There you go. So it's like it's a bad thing. If the Lord wants it to happen, it will happen.
Gotcha.
Subhanallah.
Nice.
And if it's a good thing, then it's like the same thing. If it's a good thing, mashallah and subhanallah are kind of interchange a little bit sometimes. I don't know if you're meant to, but I kind of do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
obviously I'm still learning the like proper meaning behind them, but from my understanding, that's what it is.
Oh, cool.
So from my understanding, subhanallah is my favorite.
Yeah. Now, it's not really a question, but it's kind of something that's on this topic that goes into our next topic.
All right.
Since you've been a Muslim,
Mhm.
I've seen you've been eating a lot more like sweets. Kind of like
Yeah, true. Actually, I haven't actually picked up on that. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
because I mean, I'm not saying it replaces, but it's like when you can't drink or do any of that stuff,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a treat of
Yeah,
having.
that's true. Actually, I
like
haven't picked up
sweets.
on that.
I don't
haven't
know.
Picked up on that.
I-
That's true.
I thought that was something you were actually thinking about.
No,
Oh,
you're
well-
absolutely right though. Damn.
Well, speaking of sweets,
yeah,
it was Halloween yesterday.
it was.
It was Halloween
It was.
yesterday.
Well, it won't be. It'll
Okay,
be
look, today
a couple
is,
of weeks ago at this point, but
Today is November 1st.
it'll be a couple of weeks before at this when this episode goes up. This will be 2 weeks ago.
Yep. But yesterday was Halloween.
Yep.
Now, I don't know about you, Jordan.
Yep.
But I did absolutely nothing for Halloween. I
I
never do anything for Halloween.
What did I? I didn't do anything.
Neither did I. I mean, I did stuff in the day, but I didn't do anything for Halloween.
Oh, that's what I did. I worked
Yeah. Oh, bro, scary.
for 9 hours, bro. That's bullshit.
I just don't. In Australia, no one, like, people celebrate it, but mostly just by having a party.
Yeah,
It's just another excuse to get
Halloween
drunk,
party.
really.
Yeah,
But no one goes trick or treating.
nah, not
The
anymore.
kids do sometimes,
Brady did.
but like, I've been trick or treating once, and that was when I was probably even younger than Cody,
Yeah.
and I've never been again because it's just I don't know.
Yeah, last time I went trick or treating, I was younger than Cody.
Yeah.
It was in Adelaide. I was still in Adelaide.
Wow, that was a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
But that brings me to this segment. The only thing scarier than Halloween is actually the day after, today, November 1st.
Oh no.
Why? Why would
mate, you
November
ask?
1st be scarier than Halloween? Because it's the beginning
Of the end.
of the end. No, not November. dun dun dun.
Oh no.
So
I mean, big rip.
No November is something I've not
Religiously participated in over the years.
participated. No, not really. I mean, I might have participated. Never won it.
Never won.
I've never won it.
This is the year,
Never made it.
bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, I really hope my family members don't listen to this part. I didn't think about that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to eat nuts for November.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to eat nuts. That's what it is.
Yeah. If this is any one of our family members listening to this, click off. Just skip through the next
skip.
like 5 minutes.
5-10 minutes. I have never won it, and I think
Riley,
this is the year.
I'm telling you, this is the year.
This is the year, bro.
This is the year that we win No Nut November.
Because
I mean, I literally can't. So like, I'm
you've already
100% gonna win.
Yeah, you got in the bag.
Yeah.
You've already got
easy,
the fucking trophy,
easy,
mate.
bro.
Yeah, you've already ordered the trophy case. Because
Literally.
it's coming.
Literally,
It's coming home.
everyone, just sit the hell down.
It's coming home. but for me, I've got to be strong.
Gotta work for it,
you
bro.
know? Got to work hard.
Just become Muslim with me for like a month.
Well, I'll still like having a beer every now and then. So
Fair enough. It helps ease the pain of not having no nuts.
yeah, brother. But I don't think a single one of my mates has ever won it, and I think I'm gonna be the first.
I don't
And so
think
that's.
I don't think I know a human being that has won.
I'm gonna say this now, ladies and gentlemen, the listeners of the Two Mates podcast, on episode 5, I'm saying for the month of November, no nuts.
By episode,
We're going anaphylactic bitches because we're not eating nuts. Because that's what No Nut November means. I promise. I promise. Okay.
Oh man,
All
I've got
right.
leukemia.
Oh yeah, like me last time.
Yeah, I caught it from you.
You caught it. I don't think you can.
Yeah,
catch it.
no, you can't. It's not contagious.
Now our next.
By episode 9, Riley will not have busted a nut, a single nut.
The next segment is all you again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this
your
part.
big news.
Oh, bro.
So before you wanted me to actually guess what this
Yes,
is.
yes.
I
So,
think
I've put dates down, right? I'm
Okay.
not going to say the dates yet because that'll come with the actual thing. But yeah,
no, the 22nd to the 25th of the 11th.
okay. So just to preface it, while Riley thinks, it's some news that I have to give to everyone here, everyone listening, Riley
I
included.
think I know what it is.
So Riley's going to guess what that news is.
You've got a new single coming out that's going to be on your EP.
No,
Damn it. That was a good guess too.
that was a good guess. But thank you for promoting my EP for me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I am working on some singles and an EP at the moment, but it's not that.
You should just release it on that day so
I
you'll get
don't think
press.
I could. That's actually a good idea.
You
I might
could?
do that.
You could,
Might
brother.
do that. All right. Do you have another guess? Do you want another guess?
Because there was big news that you've told me recently that fits into this similar time frame, but it's not this. It's not this. I know it's something else.
Yeah. It's before that. This thing is happening before that other thing.
Are you going somewhere?
No. I'm not leaving this room.
I don't know. Can you give me a hint?
I can't really. That was kind of a hint. I'm not leaving this room.
You're not leaving this room. Oh
That
man.
kind of is a hint.
Sorry guys listening, but I want to get this, so you're gonna have to fucking deal with
Fair
me
enough.
thinking about it.
Okay. Well, while you think about it, can I give them the other news?
Sure.
'Cause I may as well at this point, rather than
I
just
might
going-
guess. Yeah.
the other
sure.
news.
Okay, I'll think about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, while Riley thinks about it, the thing they were saying about the time frame. So these dates that I've put up here are the 22nd to the 25th of November. On the 17th of December, so a week before Christmas, I am moving into my own apartment in South Bank.
Woo!
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I am so excited.
Hell
I
yeah.
am so excited. So Riley's going to come over every week. We're going to record the podcast every week in my little apartment.
See, that's the thing, right? Like, I live at Surfers Paradise. If you're living at Brisbane, I don't want to be coming over every week.
Hop on a train, bro. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure
we
it
got
out.
a month
We'll,
to figure it
we'll
out.
do
It's all
something.
good.
We'll do
But
something.
yeah, so yep, that's exciting. So I'll be filming my videos, doing my music. If you haven't seen my videos, go check them
Oh
out.
yeah, go watch his YouTube.
Go watch my YouTube
You know what,
videos.
dude? I give up. What's this big news? I'm
Right.
I'm keen.
Big news is, I got an email yesterday, right,
Yes.
from this guy called Sam Moore. He He's from this thing called Sessions, right? Pretty much, it's like an online music festival that I've been invited to play
Oh
for
shit!
20 minutes.
Hell yeah!
It's like a little live stream festival that I'm playing for 20 minutes on
That's sick.
for those 3 days. So I've got 20-minute slot on those 3 days.
On all 3 days.
All 3 days. 3 days? 4 days. 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Hey, you beautiful, beautiful little soul. I'm so sorry to interrupt your listening. Please forgive me. I hope you're enjoying the episode, but there's been some changes to plans regarding those dates that I just mentioned. So I want to quickly tell you what those are. I'm still playing a show on the 22nd to the 25th, but it will be on Veeps, not Sessions, and it's my own show. So absolutely come along to that. It'll be around half an hour long and tickets are like $5. So come and check it out, dude. I'm still playing the festival that Riley and I talked about. I'm playing it on the 29th of November to the 2nd of December. And admission for that is still free. So come check it out. Myself and a bunch of other cool artists are playing a bunch of cool songs for free. So come along, bro. The last one is that I'm playing an actual in-person live show at the Club Hotel in Waterford on the 3rd of December. So if you're around there, be sure to come down, get drunk, have a chat, and lose your money on the poker machines because that's always fun. It's my first live show in like over a year, so I am so excited. Hopefully you got all that, but if not, go follow my Instagram at Jordan Hales Music because I've posted all the information about it there. Anyway, back to the podcast.
Holy shit! Congrats, bro.
Thank you, man. So that's
Nice.
very exciting. Covers and originals, so that's super cool.
I'm coming and watching. I
Absolutely.
probably won't go for 4 days.
No, don't go every day. It's going to be the same shit. So
But I'll go for one of them.
hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So yep, 4 days.
Hell yeah.
4 days on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th of November on sessions.com.
Do you know are there any big names playing it?
I don't know any big names playing it, but I know that in the past they've had this band that every white girl will know called Why Don't We?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
have
okay.
you heard of them?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, so they've been on there.
Okay.
So they've had a few big names on there.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm playing that shit.
Hell yeah,
So, yeah.
bro.
So there's not like a guaranteed audience. It's just like a little live stream thing. So come watch, right? Yep, do it.
Watch it now,
Yes.
or else you're not a fan of the Two Mates podcast.
Yeah, watch it right now because this episode's probably coming out pretty close to it. Actually, yeah, it'll come out about a week before
Yeah.
ish, almost. a
So
week before.
you've got a week.
Yep, you've got a week.
You've got
1 week from now.
To get everything in order.
Yep.
Make sure that you're not doing anything on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, or 25th.
Yep.
And you got to listen to all 20 minutes of it.
Yep. On all 4 days. That's fun. Good
Hell
opportunity.
yeah, my bro.
Come listen to me sing some songs for
That's
you.
sick. I'm very excited for you.
I will serenade each and every one of you,
Especially me.
especially Riley. I'm gonna
Hell.
shout him out.
Heck yeah.
Okay, here's a little thing. On all of these episodes on Spotify, if you listen on Spotify, I put a little question up on every episode. On this episode, I'm going to put a question up saying, what date did I shout Riley out on?
What do you mean?
And you guys have to tell me
What do you mean
what
shout out?
what date. I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to say this song's for Riley, my friend that I do a podcast with.
Gotcha. Nice.
And you guys have to tell me what date
Can
that
you
I
do
shout him
multiple
out
questions? Because I've got another one that would be good for you.
on. Yeah?
If anyone's listening,
Mhm.
answer this question: what is a cover that you should do in that set?
Yeah, true.
Because that'd be interesting.
Give me a week to learn a cover.
yeah.
Right now, go.
Yeah,
Go.
go.
Pause
Answer it.
this. Pause this right now. Go down.
What someone do like Rick Astley or something?
Oh, bro, someone will. Someone will do. Freaking never gonna give you up. We're just gonna
That'd be
rickroll.
cool if you did it good though.
Just gonna rickroll a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I was on FaceTime with my friend Priya one time.
Yeah.
And we were just joking around, and it was like cover something, like play a cover of something as seriously as you can. And I did like a cover of Smash Mouth by All Star.
Yeah.
All Star by Smash Mouth. My bad.
I get that mixed up too. Yeah.
I freaking nailed it, bro.
Yeah?
Not to toot my own horn, but I nailed that shit. It was
Hell
like
yeah.
3 a.m. I killed it.
Fuck yeah.
I
Maybe you should do
killed
that.
I might. I actually might.
Maybe
I might.
someone-
I'm gonna.
I mean, you get if we have multiple, you get to choose your favorite.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put a poll up. I'll give you 4 options to choose from with the songs, and then I'll put a question up about what date did I shout Riley out on.
Nice.
Yeah. So that makes you have to listen to all 4 days now.
Nice.
Not really. You don't have to, but I'm still gonna put
No,
the
you
question
do.
up.
You do.
Okay, you do.
Yes.
Apparently.
You're legally required.
So yeah, that's my big news. So
Awesome.
I'm Muslim. I'm moving out, and I am playing a festival on the 22nd to the 25th.
And my big news.
Is that
Is
you
that
went to a gig the other day?
No, my big news is actually that I'm ending the podcast.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, guys. This has been episode 5 of the Two Mates podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Appreciate
We'll
you.
be back hopefully next week if I don't forget to rock up to Jordan's house.
You better.
All right.
We'll be back. See you next week.
See you next week.
Love you
Have a
lots.
great week.
Say hi to the kids.
Say hi to mum.
Bye
Bye-bye.